What's up, guys? Welcome back. How are you doing? This lesson I'm gonna do this a little bit earlier today. I gotta go to outdoors movies today at around 9 o'clock, so I gotta wrap this up, edit it, put a thumbnail on it. So we are still trading, and we've got whole day in front of us. It's only 17:16 my time in Prague, Europe. And by the way, it's already September 2nd. This is crazy. We are heading to fourth quarter of the year already. This is insane. I feel like it was just yesterday since we got quarantine, at around March. Dude, 2020 flown so quickly. It's insane. But nonetheless, let's go to the lesson. So today I started trading quite late at around, I think it might have been, yeah, at around here, 15:14. I took this trade, but I'm gonna explain this to you later. So when I came in, I saw this upper trend moving up, so I drew this trend line once again. Prices fit nicely. I copied it and pasted it, put it on the highs. Sometimes you can ignore this in the morning session. This little bit overshoot. You can see that the price fits very nicely from the tops. And then later I drew this trend line. So I was looking at this. I was still looking for a new high, and I was looking at this trend line, at this correction, break, new low. So I thought we might get a new high. And as you can see, the correction, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, market moves in twos, always two-legged pullback. And I was looking at this as a failed second entry short. And this is what I saw when I entered. I actually entered quite quickly, because once I turned on my computer, this is what I saw. The market was already right here, so I put my limit order in, and of course later on I got stopped out. But I was really looking for a new high of this nice channel working up, and it didn't happen. Yeah, but sometimes you can ignore this. The morning session is a little bit trickier. Sometimes I can tell whether it is going to be a good option or not, but I'm going to explain that in much later videos. This is for very advanced traders. But yeah, I got stopped out. I was still kind of hoping we might get a long here, but yeah, I got stopped out. And yeah, that happens. It takes only one trader around the world to make my trade a loser. Get your notepads out, write this down. I will repeat once again. It takes only one trader in the whole world to make our trade a loser. Because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know who's gonna go short or long. How can I possibly know that some big hedge fund manager is going to unload his position right here and is gonna, mess up my trade? There's no way for me to know. So after so many years of trading, you have to, when you take a loser, you have to be completely calm, cold, and the same thing when you have a winner. You just have to be completely emotionless and just identify your edge, and either trade works or it doesn't, and you move to the next one. Once again, identify your edge, and the trade will either work or it won't, and you move to the next one. There's no emotions. There are no, no. You're not happy when you win. You're not sad when you lose. This is what beginners traders do. They are pissed when they have a loser. So I got generally trapped here today. And once I saw this bar, yeah, I was really, it's very hard to reverse on a dime like that. Once you have, your pattern in your mind, I thought we were going to make a new high here. So it's very hard to reverse like that, but I kind of knew I got trapped. But nevertheless, then I use this low to make a new trend line, something like this. Move it lower, and This is the trade I took. I took this trade right here. As you can see, prices bottomed out, they made a new low. They pulled back. First attempt by bears to go low, correction, and second attempt by bears to go long. Market always moves in twos, two-legged pullbacks to the EMA, to the trend line. So I put my limit order, a lot of ticks back actually. I actually think I might put my limit order right here. So as you can see, two ticks back, and I scalped out, you know, but that's all we got. That's why I, go for scalps, because it's much easier to get those viewpoint scalps. I'm not trying swing trade that much. I only hold my runner. Of course, my runner got stopped out here, and then I'm just gonna move this support line for the future. I'm gonna talk about this. As I saw this bar, this bullish bar, I actually had in mind that there might be some support like this. So I was thinking, hey, we may actually go long here. But I still wasn't feeling it because I was still waiting for a new low of this trend line, this trend working lower. I was still waiting for a new low. This is the rule of price action. Once you get a trend line, you almost always get a new low. And notice me saying almost. Nothing is 100% in trading. We got like 90% odds in our favor, because here we didn't get a new high. And that's what happens. So we gotta adapt. So I was thinking we might get a low, and then we instantly, we instantly shut down. I was looking at this big bullish bar forming, and we instantly shut down. And they told me, this looked like some big trader who trades large amount of contracts went short here, because this was very quick. It shut down instantly. This might have been like 500 contract, 1,000 contract, move. So I took this short, excuse me. I put my limit order here once again. I think I got filled on this bar. Once again, one or two ticks back, and then price is shut down. They made a new low, perfect price action. And of course, notice the new low, first entry, second entry short. So this was a pretty good trade. This was a good trap. This is what you can call a trap. You can see how they trapped the longs going long. All the bulls, they went long here and they got trapped. The prices didn't make a new low yet, and the bears trapped them. Then the prices bottomed out here. And as I tell you every single lesson, you always have to find the key market levels. And look at this resistance acting as a support later. So when we made this bounce here, I drew this and it worked. And then I drew this trend line. So prices are now, bottoming out. The support is holding. And prices move, and they make a first entry at the EMA going short. But you don't want to go short already, because we have made the new low of this trend line. So there is no need. This is not a big downtrend when you can short every little pullback. This is a range day. You can clearly see move up, move down, move up. This is kind of like looking very range like. So this is not a big downtrend. So once this correction played out, I was thinking now going only long. So we have first entry to go short, and then we have second entry to go short. This is where I went long. I put my limit order here once again at the close, only at the close now. I didn't want to miss this trade. So I took this trade, got enough for 10 ticks, 2.5 points, and I was done for the day. This was my 3 trades that I took. One loser here, or actually, pardon me, 4 trades. One loser here, one winner here, one winner here, and one winner here. So I was 3-1 for the day. Yeah, you can see later, we just made, look at this, perfect price action, break, new high. You always want to draw even the shorter term ones. You don't want to rely just on the longer term ones. You want to draw your shorter term trend lines as well. And so prices, they made the final move lower. The support is still holding. market key level is working once again. Uh, Probably some of you watching who are very experienced, you probably could have long this, you could have buy this because prices reconciled here. They bottomed out. The smart traders are already looking to buy because this trend to the downtrend played out, and weak retail traders, they might go short here. Look at this. Actually, some traders then went short below this bar. You can see this bar, and it ticked one tick below. Somebody actually shorted here. You know, this is horrible. These people don't know what they're doing. We don't want to laugh at them because everybody's starting out. But it's just so easy to draw the support to make you not go short into this. So prices rallied up big time, shot through the EMA, no hesitation. Break new high. I don't see any setup here. There's no good second entry or none of that. We kind of make a new high here. Then we pull back. We make this lower high. This was actually very tempting. Very tempting. I'm gonna mark this. This is the first entry. This is just the first entry along this failed. But a lot of times when prices move from the resistance, they will, you can go short just on the first failed entry. But if you're new to this, I don't want to, get too much information on you. So just ignore this. But if you're a little bit more advanced, this was a good trade. And then you got this failed second entry along, which would have worked, but I don't like this because this bar is horrible. Even though we can count this as a second entry that failed, you're going long. You're going short at the very low of this move, and I kind of feel this move has been already played out. I don't think you want to go short into this trend line. You want to be a little bit more higher. You want this correction to be a little bit somewhere like here, and then go short. This is already too low. So it would have worked. You might have taken this for a quick scalp, but I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like going short directly into this short-term trend line on the other side. Why is it bugging me like this? It's a little bit crooked. There you go. And then yeah, I started filming here. I didn't see any setup here. Looking back, this was actually a good setup. This was first entry, second entry short, but I wasn't trading, so it's easy for me to talk. After the chart, after the prices already made a move. So yeah, just remember, today's lesson is important to realize that it only takes one trader around the whole world to mess up your trade. Nothing is perfect in price action. Nothing is perfect in trading. You're gonna have those losers. This is like casino. Casinos, they have odds on their side. Just like us, we have odds on our side. These trend lines, these support and resistance and second entries, these setups, they just put the odds on our side. We are the casino at this point. So you're gonna have losers, you're gonna have winners. This is a part of being a trader. So yeah, like I said, I gotta run quickly. I got a few more hours before I gotta go to the movies. And it's a little bit cold here actually. The summer is already over, which I hate. I love summer. It kind of sucks that fall is already here. I hope we can get still some glimpse of summer in September. But I'm losing my hope. Things are really starting to look really cold here. And yeah, the 2020 flew by so quickly. We are not quarantined anymore in Prague. Actually, everything is open. I go to the gym regularly now. But if some of you are watching from US, I think you can't still go to the gym, or I think you have to wear a mask. Maybe you can't even go to restaurants. I don't know. In US, it's much more restricted. You got much more, casualties. So stay safe out there. And yeah, this was it for today. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Keep studying your chart every day, and As always, I wish you good trading. Stay safe, guys. Bye.